Today we're going to take a look at the Wiz Mesh Tag. This was sent in by my friends over at Rack Wireless. Let's take it over to the bench and take a look at it. Awesome. Like that transition. All right, nice small box. That must mean it is a nice small unit inside. Ooh, it's blue. I like blue. Hopefully you do too. Manual. Well, guide. Well, something. But I mean, there's not much to it. I think it's got like one button. We have a nice lanyard here. You can wear this thing around your neck. And then it has the breakaway so you don't kill yourself doing dangerous, dastardly Meshtastic mesh core stuff. And then it has one of those USB connectors on it, USB-A, and it's got those pogo pins, which is very reminiscent of yet another Meshtastic device. Let's do some quick comparisons. I've got my calipers hiding out here on the bench, so we'll use them. Why not? First off, let's set it to American. All right. It is 3.57 inches tall. It is 2.3 inches wide. And it is 2 C's thick at 0.32 inches, so 1/3 of an inch thick. How does that compare to what you guys are already wondering, you guys are already asking about, the Seeed Studios SenseCap T1000E unit? Well, there's your visual comparison right away. The T1000E is a little tiny bit smaller in most dimensions, not the thickness dimension. Let's do this. Let's do it upright. 2.15 wide, 3.35 tall, and coming in at 1 C thick, 0.25, 1/4 of an inch thick. So a little bit smaller all around, but this is about this. Moco Smart, the LW1110R, designed by Moco Technologies, and they call it the Wiz Mesh Tag on the box. Interesting. So, where I see this as a match is if you wanted to do Meshtastic on firmware A for general public use, and Meshtastic on specific convention type firmware B, you can run them both at the same time and be connected to both networks, or you can run Meshtastic and Mesh Core at the same time. Your little reset button on the back there. There's a firm button on the front. Or is this the... Yeah, see, I would make this the front. There's a firm button on the front for acknowledgement. So this is probably your typical 2-button mesh setup of reset and take action. And then, using the included gear here, you can run them both through and wear them together, which is probably what I'm going to do because I am just that awesome. I need to be uber connected. I'm going to have my ham radio, my GMRS radio, my Mesh Core radio, and my Meshtastic radio all in one. I'm going to go through one by one the different claims that we have on the different websites. This is the Wiz Mesh Tag website. I find that very difficult to say. I want to say Wiz instead of Wiz. Wiz Mesh Tag. Wiz Mesh Tag. Yeah, that's me. That's all on me. All right, so LoRaWAN GPS BLE 5.0 and Nordic, $39. So let's see how that compares to the Seeed Studios version. We do have LoRa, and we do have waterproof, IP65 rated. Did I get to waterproof yet? I didn't. We're still on GPS and BLE. T1000E is ready to use with GPS. BLE, portable, expandable, compatible. There's BLE. Did we say what kind of version it is? Bluetooth 5. All right, so there we do. This one says IP66 in the title. This one says IP65. Oh, +1 for WizMesh. Price tag, $39 for the WizMesh tag, and it is $39.90 for the Seeed Studios. You can probably get it cheaper on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description down below for you. I gotta eat too, you know. High capacity battery, 1000 milliamp hours. Let's look over here for MAH. 700 milliamp hour batteries. That's +2 for the WizMesh tag. We don't really live in a perfect world, but I do want to get you some information on the battery tech. I've got some notes here because there's some differences and then there's some not so differences. The radio chip from Nordic is the same in both of the trackers that I have. The difference is one's got a bigger battery than the other one, 700 versus 1000 milliamp hours, I think it is. Yeah. Okay, 1.43 times bigger for the Rack Wireless device. But because of all of the different things that are going on inside, it also makes a little bit of a different story for you. Mostly because the radio chips are a little bit different. The SX1262 versus the LR1110 in the Seeed Studios device. So what do we get after we take all of that stuff into account and kind of figure out the amount of days that it's going to last in an average environment. And it looks like the Seed Studios device is 1.93 days versus the rack device, which is 2.76 days, which probably doesn't make all that much of a difference. If you're really trying to conserve battery power and so on, then you would turn it off when you're not using it. And if you were fairly wise, you would plug it in to charge overnight. So really what you need to do is get past like a 16-hour normal, livable working day with one of these guys. And both of them handle that. The SenseCap comes in somewhere between 40 and 52 hours. And the WizMesh tag with its bigger battery comes in at 58 to 72 hours. So both of these are pretty forgiving if you forget to plug them in and charge them for a day or two. So number 3 goes to, I guess that's the tiebreaker. Number 3 goes to the rack wireless device. 3 strikes and you're out. I'm gonna miss you, Seed Studios. But both companies make some really awesome stuff, so. Meshtastic pre-flash, so this thing's ready to go as soon as we get a battery charge on it. It's got a GPS module built in, so does the other one. We already saw that. We already saw that. We already saw that. That. Temperature range is -20 to 60 Celsius. -20 to 60 Celsius for the T1000. So this one here says it's got the AT6558R GNSS module. Let's see if we can figure out what the module is on this one here. Oh, look, I did all that for you, and there's already a table there, but my table's better. Oh, it's a credit card plus a smarter layout. I'm sure that's more objective than subjective. All right, awesome. So the WizMesh tag, it seems to be squarely targeted at defeating the reigning champion, the T1000. What do you guys think? Leave me a comment down below. Let me know which one you want. Take a look at the links in the description down below and tell me which one you got, if you got one. I got both, so that works out. And if you want to see more Meshtastic and otherwise weird radio trick stuff like this one, be sure you're subscribed by clicking the subscribe button down below the video. It's free, and only 20% of y'all are subscribed. I could be at 100,000 subscribers overnight and have my silver play button if all of y'all just click that button. Please do it for me. I have plenty of videos on this channel for how to get these guys flashed and how to get them set up on Meshtastic. And also for this guy here, which will work on this one as well, of course, I've got a video on how to get you connected through MQTT right over here. That'll make it so if there's nobody in your area, you can still talk to some people. Thanks for being awesome. I'll see you over there.